It takes nearly 400 volunteers to put on one of the largest races in Hawaii, the Susan G. Komen Race for the Cure.
We caught up with a mother and a daughter who give up their time and talents each year to make that happen. KITV4's Ashley Moser shows us why they keep coming back.
Before the buzzer goes off, before the runners hit the halfway point, beat that cancer! The race begins here in a Kaka'ako conference room where a group of dedicated board members take on the task organizing the annual run. President Teresa Tyler knows this task firsthand. She's been doing it for 15 years and attributes her start to something close to her heart.
My mother was a breast cancer survivor, and one of the board members was a friend of mine and described Komen's mission, and that's when I started.
She says watching her mother deal with the diagnosis was painful, but her story had a happy ending. Her mother beat the disease, and now she's doing what she can to prevent other women from going through the same pain. Her daughter Sarah Love followed suit, and now the duo have 24 years of service combined under their belt.
I think for Mom and I, that has been a very powerful thing to be able to work together on a common goal and a common mission to help end breast cancer.
To work at that goal, they meet each month discussing everything from raising money for the organization to setting up the race course. These positions aren't paid. The work, all volunteer. There are no summer breaks, no Christmas vacations, and the board members give nearly 20 hours each month, which in turn brings the group closer together.
Great camaraderie. We're almost like a family, really, with everybody, you know, who's sick, who's not sick, who had the baby, who went on a trip. And so there's a really huge family that we all get to know each other.
When it's not race season, Tyler and Love focus on the Pink Tie Ball. The event, put on by the same board, aims to raise money for programs that provide life-saving breast cancer education, screenings, and treatments to underserved populations in the islands. An experience Love says is rewarding.
Especially when you get to talk to the people in the community that are benefited by the grants that we give out, and to really hear from them what the money that comes through Komen that goes to support other nonprofits does for them.
But the marquee event for the public is the race happening later this month. And with just under 2 weeks until the big day, this last meeting is crucial.
This meeting is really kind of the wrap-up to be sure everything is together with packet pickup and what's going on the day of the race and who's starting the race and the walkers and the runners. And so it's a really important meeting that we hold.
Race organizers want to raise $120,000 this year, a goal that could not be met without the service of each and every volunteer.
We both have that mission to help people not suffer with breast cancer. It really is a group effort to make the race happen and to make it a special experience for everybody that's going to be there.
Ashley Moser, KITV4 News.
And a reminder, the Susan G. Komen Race for the Cure will be held next Sunday, October 18th, 2 weeks from now at Kapi'olani Park. To register, just go to KITV.com.